Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome, everybody, over here to the very first ever episode of Mustache Ride. Yay! Yay! Oh, yeah! So here we are. This is the very first episode of our show where we talk about live streaming, our journeys, the things, everything we love and hate about live streaming, gaming, Twitch news, gaming news, anything else that comes to mind while we're chatting. No holds barred, within reason, of course. But yeah,
within reason.
Yeah. My name is Drew, Sherman Cool, SMC. People call me a lot of things, but what I'll call myself right now is excited. Super excited, Tooth.
Super excited.
Yeah. Who are
I'm
you?
ready to get into this.
Who the hell are you?
My name is the Dirty Tooth. You can call me Toothy or Tootho, whatever you like, or Dustin, I guess, if you want to use my given name.
Your proper name.
My proper name, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Super excited, man. I figure for the first episode of the Mustache Ride podcast, I figure we should kind of mainly focus on introductions, right, Tooth? Like, we kind of got to let the people know who the hell we are. Not that we are anybody, but maybe one day. That's the dream, right?
We're somebody. I mean, we're something.
I'm definitely somebody.
Right now, right?
I'm somebody to my mom. That's for sure.
100%. 100%.
So I guess I'll kick start it off. I'm Drew, Sherman Cool. I've been streaming for over 2 years now. I actually haven't looked at the date when I started. I kind of had a off and on start, and then I hit it hard and consistent 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I've been going, haven't missed too many streams since in like 2 years. So, I think I had my very first start like 2017 or something, but that was like streaming off of PlayStation 4 and my Xbox. And I don't know, it doesn't quite count, especially since it's not like consistent, you know what I mean? When did you start?
There's the boy. So I started April 6th of this year, actually. So I am, I would say, like, still pretty brand newish to streaming. Yeah. I actually went I did a lot of like research leading up to it, and then I went in like hard, right?
So much research, right?
Like months and months of research, and then it like even beyond that, it took people like Drew here to convince me to do it in the first place. Yeah. But once I was convinced, I went for it, and so I started streaming on the 6th, made affiliate on the 21st.
Oh yeah.
And haven't looked back since. I've missed a couple streams, but I've always done makeup streams. So
nice. Yeah, that's inevitable. It's inevitable.
I'm always gonna make them up at some point.
Nice. Well, hell yeah. Yeah, we're not we're not big streamers. You know what I mean? By any means, but I don't think that matters. Like when I started streaming, I like purposely put forward that I was not worried about numbers. Like I'm just here to meet fun people, have a good time, and put a smile on people's faces. And again, I'm not super worried about numbers, but we always want to grow. I want to kind of grow the community. The small community that I have right now, I absolutely love, and they get me by, you know what I mean? But bigger is always better, more is always better, and so it's kind of like a weird balancing act between not wanting to like really worry about the numbers, and then also like, well, in the back of my head, well, those numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think you always think about it that way, because if you're anything like me, like you watch streamers that have those numbers all the time.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dang, like how do they get it? And Titan, yeah, you have been here for the journey, dude, and I really appreciate it. You guys have been
hell yeah.
The communities that both Drew and I have built, not to speak too much for Drew, but they've been awesome. Yeah.
I'm super proud of my community. Like you guys have been awesome. Like right in my chat right now, Johnny McNamara. We've been playing Pokemon Unite lately. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're doing a show right now. It's the very first episode, man. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, the small budding community that we do have, that you're a part of as well. I'm a part of yours. You're a part of mine. And I don't know. It's just a matter of getting together, having fun, and playing games, and just trying to create moments for people to watch. And Yeah, but do you? I don't know if you've given this much thought. I know you said you were planning out streaming for a long time, but why did you start streaming? Like, was there a more deeper reason for it? Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, we'll cheers here, and then I have a different camera, so I'll cheers here. Double cheers. So yeah, there is a deeper reason, right? So I started, I graduated from graduate school, my second grad program last year, like right in the heart of the pandemic, right? So May 2020, there was literally nobody hiring. And so my student employment lapsed. I was just kind of like, I couldn't go anywhere. Like, we were in lockdown, which was like, bananas to me because I'm a super big extrovert. So I started hanging out on Twitch a lot more than I had before. And like we were talking last night, and I have been watching it since like Justin TV. So like I've been
that's crazy.
I've been watching gaming for a long time, but really got into it last year when I couldn't go anywhere, and met some really amazing people. And through that process, I was like, man, this looks like really awesome. Like, I play all the games. I would love to do this. Well, in the following year, so I landed a job at the end of 2020, and then we transitioned like as soon as like the mask mandates and stuff began to lift a little bit, we transitioned right back into the office. So I went from like work from home, like there wasn't even like we're gonna go 3 days a week. It was just like we're here 5 days a week now. And it was super stressful because I had gotten so used to working from home.
Yeah, that's a weird flip-flop.
It's super weird, right? And so I had always wanted to get a new computer, and so I got it, and I was like, all right, this is going to be a way for me to like de-stress.
Yeah.
And so I've used it. It's been like really a different process for me because I know a lot of people stream to start doing it as a career, but I've tried to do it in a way that like it is literally for me to de-stress from the career.
Yeah.
And so it's been super helpful in that.
Well, just like we were talking about.
Lane, what is up, my
dude?
dude?
There he is. He popped into my chat too. What's up, Booker?
You didn't miss too much, dude.
Yeah.
You missed some really, really poor Apex gameplay, and we're just getting into the introductions, really, like why we started streaming.
Yeah. And my story is not super similar to yours at all. I growing up, like just as a quick overview, like growing up, I didn't have easy access to internet. Like most of the time, if I had internet, it was either at the library or I was stealing it from a neighbor or, something. And so it was always really bad. But I always had an interest in making videos and making content. And, because I always enjoyed content ever since YouTube first started, And so, but with my limited resources and no money and no, help from my parents or family or anything, it's like I hardly even considered actually making content for people. And then, moving forward into my adult years, I'm working like a dog, like a wage slave, and life was kind of getting me down. And I decided, I need to get out of this funk that I'm in my life. I don't know. I was 23 or something, I don't know, but I was in a funk, and I wasn't liking it. And the one thing that I know about myself, like you were saying, you're an extrovert. I think I am too. And the reason I know that is because making new friends and meeting new people, getting to know people and sharing like my stories and you know what I mean? Like teaching somebody who I am, I guess that's basically meeting new people, but that's what helps me get out of a funk. Being social, and so I was like, well, that's going to help me. And then also, I've always liked making people smile, making people laugh. Like I'm the type of person that I'm like happy-go-lucky kind of, I think. Like I smile more often than I probably should in some situations. And so I just always thought, man, like I'd love, and of course I saw other streamers doing it, and it didn't seem super hard, but I think a lot of good streamers make it look easy, just like any professional. So
that's for sure.
So getting into it, it was kind of an awakening, especially with my limited PC experience. So it's been just a big, long roller coaster of a learning process, and I'm still learning new stuff every day, trying to improve, But that's another aspect of why I started, is just to have something to dump my passion into, and maybe people will like it, But I think another topic that we should cover, I think that will be an ongoing thing that we'll be covering throughout the episodes, is working full time and trying to make streaming work. How have you found that balance?
Working full time in streaming has been incredibly difficult for me because it's been a process of, like I said, like I did it for kind of a relief from the stress of work.
Right.
But what I've found out is that like I've really appreciated like streaming a lot more now. And now I've run into this thing where I like it more than my job.
Yeah.
But I spent so much time going through school. Like I mentioned that I graduated from grad school, but I actually spent a decade in college.
Yeah.
And so that decade I literally spent to get a job, not doing exactly what I'm doing now, but not totally dissimilar from it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh crap.
I've got my foot in this door, and I've got my foot in this door, and I'm like slowly doing the splits, and I can't do that. So I definitely get that feeling.
It's been difficult for that reason, but I think like setting a schedule has really helped. Yeah. And so sometimes I have like events that happen on like the weekends where I have to go out of town and I'll have to like cancel and like reschedule a stream.
Yeah.
But besides that, like setting the schedule has been really, really important.
Yeah.
So important.
I don't know. I mean, in our hours upon hours of research before even ever starting your very first stream, it's one of the things that is drilled into you in these YouTube videos, these tutorials. Yeah. To make a schedule, be consistent with it, you know? And 100%. That's something I never found much difficulty in setting my schedule. Like I set it and forget it, you know? I not forget it, but you know, like I set it and then I stuck with it. Like I didn't, I just kept showing up. And whether 100%. The stream was good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's, you know, once it's over, it's over. And that's it. I don't know. It's an interesting thing though. Like the work-life balance is really hard. Props to anybody out there who might be listening to this. If you're trying to stream, if you're working full time, if you've got a family to take care of, all of the above, props to you. It's tough. Yeah,
mad props. It's so tough.
My love goes out to you.
Meanie Jinx, you can stream whenever you want, dude. Like, the schedule is just something that helps me. So I have somebody in chat that says like they stream whenever they want. Because they're bad. Like I don't think it's a bad thing. I think there's like a lot of successful people that like the schedule didn't work for them. Yeah. And since they went off the schedule, it's gotten a lot better. So like I'm thinking of like our dude Fatal Tone, who's been like, you know, he had a schedule, it wasn't working out, he got off the schedule.
And he still streams very consistently, and he squeezes them in when he's got the time, and that works. That works for some people. Some people are just that way. I don't think I'm that way. Like if I had a little bit of time, I would justify not streaming because I would say I only have an hour. Like what am I really gonna do in an hour? You know. But I respect the grind. You know, I respect people that can just get out there, have some fun, and then be like, all right, guys, sorry for the short stream, but I'm out. But I can't help it. If I'm gonna stream, I wanna stream the whole time, you know. But and then like say, hey, you can expect me on Wednesday. You can expect me on Friday. And I think it just leaves clearer guidelines for people like when they can expect you. So, but again, that doesn't work for everybody. I get it.
Yeah, and I like the fact that like if I were to pick a day, it doesn't ruin anything. Like if I'm like, oh cool, like I have like a total Sunday open. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, maybe I'll try out a new game. And like, I tried it for a little while and I ended up like taking it off the schedule and like thinking about it more of like a surprise day. Yeah. Cause like, I was like, man, like it's hard to add another day when you get used to the 3-day stream week.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know. You could add another day or you could use that time to work on other content. That's something I'm really bad about. I'm trying to get better. I was actually on a roll for a bit, uploading fairly consistently for like a week or two, and then I kind of dropped off. I got my new PC. I switched from Streamlabs OBS to regular OBS, and it's been just tiny little problem after tiny little problem getting in my way, where taking up big chunks of time where I can't work on the things I want to work on. But that's kind of them's the breaks when you get new stuff. You just gotta work through that.
100%. So tell us about this new PC since you brought it
up. I don't.
Tell us about it.
We got a 3070 Ti in this bad boy, okay? 3070 Ti. Yeah. And then liquid cooler. I wish I could show you. I wish I could turn the camera, but on my liquid cooler, it's like a circular rainbow thing. And then if you pop off the cap and you take off the little emblem inside, it's just a thing that plugs in. I took it off and it came with an extra one that was like blank because the other one had a logo on it. And so I grabbed the blank one and I went to my girlfriend, Zubat5.
Oh dang!
And she just got like a Cricut printer with the vinyl stuff, and like she can make stickers and stuff. And so I was like, "Yo, can you put my logo on this, please?" And she did, and it's so cool. It's inside my PC.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah,
that's totally sick. I have like a logo on mine as well, but like, I don't know. Like, I haven't even like thought about like switching it out because I'm like, you know, if I do ever switch it out, I want to switch it out to one of those like really sick like. You know, like I don't know what they're called, but like the ones that have like the little video capabilities in them. Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
But those are dope.
I think NZXT has one. Yeah. I wanted that, but I was like, I don't need to pay the extra money for that. I can just use a sticker, you know.
the amount of times that I'm like, I don't need that, but like.
But you do.
But I kind of want it.
Yeah.
And so that means I need it.
Yeah.
But that's super hype. We were excited to to hear Sherman Cool getting a new PC.
Yeah. It was a long time coming. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while, you know. OBS. Yeah, and regular OBS so I can play around with plugins and stuff and just little things that aren't available to Streamlabs. But I don't know. I know you started with regular OBS to start, right? And I started with Streamlabs, and it was very user friendly. Like, of the broadcasting software, I'd say Streamlabs is like the Apple, maybe, because it seems more enclosed and super user friendly. And then regular OBS is like Android, where you can really get in there and customize everything, it seems, especially with plugins and stuff. And so moving forward, that's something I'm super excited to check out and explore.
Yeah, 100%. I did like a lot of research, like I said, months and months of research. But I found out that everybody like was using, like all the people that I had been watching, like, you know, a majority of partnered streamers like use OBS because of all the plugins and stuff that you can add to them. And I was like, I don't want to ever make the switch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that.
I wish I thought of that. Shoot.
Yeah, like and that was like something that I definitely had to think about. Dude, I rebuilt my PC the other week. I almost cried. Oh no.
Oh no.
We got to rebuild. Did something happen bad, or it's good news? We like to see a nice rebuilt PC around here.
Yeah.
It makes everything feel good.
You got to clean it up every now and then. Like with my old PC, I took it into the garage, I set it up, opened everything up, and took a can of canned air and just all in the nooks and crannies. I got a paintbrush and kind of jammed it in there, you know, and carefully, but you know. And it
can of WD-40 to lube it all up.
Yeah, maybe a little lighter in front of there, just just really clean it up, you know, get all those germs out of there. But no, for real though, like you'd be surprised how quickly time passes and how quickly dust accumulates within your PC. I mean, this is probably not news to anybody, but it seriously affects the performance of every little bit. It's crazy. I haven't had a PC my whole life, so these past few years of owning a PC have been pretty eye-opening as far as how sensitive some of the, internals are compared to a console, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. Like I wasn't like dissimilar like from you growing up. Like we didn't have internet access because we were like living rurally, and we actually didn't get it until I was in like middle schoolish. And so we didn't even have like the availability to get it. But I actually built my first PC when Diablo 2 released. Like when Diablo 2 released, I built my first PC. And that's when I knew that like how intricate PCs are, because I had gotten too much RAM and my motherboard wouldn't support it.
Oh.
And so I had worked with my dad and I had like built it for like $600. I was like, all right, like this is gonna be an awesome PC. And then it wouldn't even work like after like a couple months because I couldn't get a motherboard that was powerful enough to run 2 gig of RAM.
Wow. Damn. Man, it's crazy how times change so quickly. You know what I mean? Like now
Yeah, for sure.
I've got friggin' 32 gigs. I don't know. In my old PC, I had like 40 gigs of RAM. It's like I don't think anybody needs that much RAM, but like I had it.
With all that RAM, dude.
Well, it's just like like I was telling you last night, all my USB ports on my PC were taken up. And so I went on Amazon. I bought a USB hub with 16 USB 3 ports. And now I never have to worry about running out of USB ports ever again. And that's, I mean, it's paid for itself already just with that peace of mind. So that's huge.
100%. I actually looked at the same one on Amazon today. Like after you had mentioned that, I was like,
Good.
I need more USB ports, and I'd like to have it to where like it's not like all crazily plugged into the back of my computer too, but I could have a block where it's like really nice and set up.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend has 128 gigabytes of RAM.
Sheesh. I mean,
a lot of RAM,
I
James.
imagine if you're gaming, you're streaming, you're editing videos with a lot of editing in there, a lot of graphics and stuff,
all at the same time.
I mean,
4 screens.
I imagine you would be able to do. Why wouldn't you be able to do that with 150,000 gigabytes of RAM? Grams?
Oh my God. Rams?
Gigs of RAM?
Little Rammies?
Grams?
Little giggy Rams?
Anyway, so okay.
It's her first PC. Oh, okay. I mean, you'll never have to upgrade the RAM.
Honestly, it'll be your last PC too. It sounds like it'll last a while.
It'll last a long time.
Right on.
Dude,
that's cool.
Wild.
Yeah, that's cool. Switching topics up a little bit. What games do you stream? I know you're a variety streamer, just like me, right? What games do you typically stick to, or have you been sticking to lately?
So since I've started, I thought about it in a way. Like I started out playing Overwatch like primarily. It was part of the research. It was like pick a schedule, pick a game until you get affiliated, and I did that, and I was like, okay, that works.
It worked for sure.
It worked, yeah.
Yeah.
But I decided early on that I wanted to do story games that I had like either really wanted to play, and had never played, or really loved like as like an early gamer and wanted to pick back up.
Like Zelda, right?
Like Zelda, yeah. And so I'm not playing Zelda outside of like the original Legend of Zelda NES, and then picking it back up in Breath of the Wild was super fun. Mind blowing, right?
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Game. Never. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And like the lore behind it. And so I really like playing story games twice a week. And then like on Saturdays, like getting into like all kinds of stuff since we quit playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
So trying out all the new shooters, right? Like Valorant, Apex, Splitgate, which has been like, for all of you out there that haven't played Splitgate, download it. If you hate it,
play Splitgate.
I don't care. Try it again. Just play it.
Yeah.
Play it. It's awesome. And before you complain about the hitboxes being too big, just why are you complaining? Just
it's the same for
people.
Yeah, it's the same for everybody. Your hitbox is that big, their hitbox is that big. Should make it easier.
But also been getting into Pokemon Unite, which we played earlier tonight.
So good.
Which has been super fun.
Super
good. Fun.
Who do you main?
Pikachu and Ninetales.
Nice.
Pikachu.
Both super good characters. Oh yeah, I see your plushie behind you too.
Oh yeah, the Pikachu is sitting right there. He's wearing a Twitch bucket hat.
I swear to God, Amazon is trying to get me to buy a Dragonite plushie. It's every single time I go to Amazon, it's there. I look up something about Pokemon on Google, it's there. So it's not just Amazon. It's fate. Destiny is trying to get me to buy a Dragonite plushie, and I am this close to breaking tooth. I am going to buy this plushie if I don't stay strong.
How big is it?
I don't even think it's that big. I think it's just a regular
small one?
plushie. Yeah, and
oh my God.
It looks so.
6.5 inch.
He's so cute.
6.5 Dragonite plushie.
Right?
I'm literally looking at it on
Dude,
Amazon
back
right
the fuck off, okay? We didn't talk about if we're gonna swear here or not. Is it cool if I swear? Like, we're an 18 plus stream,
18
so
plus,
yeah, okay, all right, yeah. So back the fuck off my Dragonite, brah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sick. It's sick.
But see, I don't even want to buy it. But the internet is influencing my mind.
You want to, right? You want to still.
I'm being brainwashed by Google, and I like it. Damn it! I want that Dragonite.
I have a streamer that I watch, and Meanie Jinx just reminded me here, but it's they have a 4-foot Meowth plushie.
Wow.
Like big, right? Like huge Meowth plushie. And dude, like I don't know why I want them.
It's something in our lizard brain. It's like shiny, must get. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
They literally just collect dust, but I'm like, I want it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I want it, but I do.
Like I've got these shelves behind me, and I have a bunch of stuff on the shelves, but it's like I'm not a collector of any one thing. Like I just, when I see video game stuff that I like, I get it, but it's not any specific. Yeah. Like I know you have a bunch of Funko Pops. And I thought about getting into those, but I just never did.
It's a tough world.
I own one. It's a Stormtrooper one that my girlfriend Zubat 5 got for me. And so that's it.
I have a favorite Funko.
Ooh, share.
And I'll show it. It's big, so I got to prepare, right?
Okay.
But I got this at a local
Another
bookstore.
Pikachu plush?
Oh yeah.
And you said your main was what now on Unite?
Yeah, I don't know what the main is.
I couldn't even imagine. Niffler?
This is a Niffler from they're in Harry Potter, and they're also in Fantastic Beasts.
Okay.
But this is a life-size.
Oh,
like,
is
Niffler
it?
Funko Pop. It's huge.
That's
like,
sick.
This is my head, the size of it. It's a cute little thing. It's like a thing that like steals little treasure.
Wow.
Like it'll steal like shiny stuff.
I love
really
it.
Cool. I'm in love with it. I think it's awesome. Dude, Power of the Titan likes it. Let's go. What was my first Funko Pop? So I got a question here.
Yeah.
My first Funko Pop was which one was it?
What was the one that started your addiction? The one where you said, "Well, I've broken the seal. I must continue buying." You know.
All right, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'm rearranging my room right now.
Yeah, you're painting your room, right? Pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm painting it, getting a new desk, like getting all kinds of stuff. So it's super crazy. But
big moves.
This was the first one.
Reinhardt. Okay. I wouldn't expect
so
anything else. That's
that
huge too.
It's a big one too.
How much are those big ones?
This one was only $8.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. Wow.
I got it at that bookstore. And
Dude.
so it's like a used bookstore. They have video games, like vintage video games too. So like you can buy like a Nintendo 64 there, a Game Boy. They had the yellow Pikachu Game Boy, right?
Oh.
They had it with all 3 original games in box.
Like red, blue, and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
Oh.
I couldn't afford it, but I would have bought it 100%. Mine was a metallic Deathstroke. Okay, that's a
nice.
Cool
that sounds
dope,
sick.
Dude. Thanks, Titan.
That
sounds sick.
I have yellow and blue in stock right now.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. And I have a current playthrough. I'm so devastated, dude. I was streaming once and I was showing off my hold on. Okay. I was showing off my Game Boy I was showing off my Game Boy Pocket. This classic. It's
nice,
basically
yeah.
it's the step between the OG Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. It's smaller than a Game Boy Color, but it only has a contrast slider. It's not in color. But I love this thing, dude, and I was showing it off on stream. I put it back up, I propped it back up to show it off, and I turn away, and I hear crash, bing, bang, boom, and it fell on the ground. And to this day, hold on, miracle? Yeah, no, to this day, it doesn't fire back up.
It won't turn. Oh no.
Yeah. So
That's
now,
the saddest thing that I've heard today.
my yellow version playthrough that I'm in the middle of, again, I mean, I used to play it all the time, but I can't go back to it yet. But in October, November, probably November, the Analog Pocket is coming out, which is basically one of these, but with like modern technology inside of it, LCD screen and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I can plug in my old carts and play them on this new hardware. And so yeah, super excited. I pre-ordered it. It's gonna be sick.
We're really excited about the Pocket Analog. Not that I'm gonna get one, but I'm gonna like live through Sherman Cool playing the Pocket Analog.
Yeah, I'm gonna become a retro. That's the word. That's the word. I'm gonna become a retro streamer for like half a year. But you know, like with the amount that I stream 3 days a week, it's like it's hard to get through a really long game. 3 hours a stream, 3 days a week.
Yeah.
It's hard to, like, it took you a while to get through Breath of the Wild, right?
That's what I was just thinking. Like it took me like 60 plus hours to get through Breath of the Wild.
All on stream, yeah.
All on, and I did it all on stream, just for you guys out there. And I did Kingdom Hearts all on stream except beating Hercules.
Isn't he like the first one?
He's like he's like the something you do like in a competition there, like the Coliseum competitions.
Yeah.
I was leveling up and I kept dying, and so I was like, all right, I'll do this off stream, and then I hit it the first try off stream. I was like, bruh, I just went ahead and did it.
Story of a streamer's life.
Dude, yeah, it's so tough because you don't want to do anything off stream, right? Like you want to constantly be playing the game through so everybody's experiencing it, but at the same time there's like boring parts of it sometimes where you're just like you're trying to grind up levels and you're like, is anybody going to be interested in this?
Yeah, I have the same dilemma in my head. I start a story game and I only want to play the story game on stream because I want people that come by to watch to be able to pick up right where we left off, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
inevitably the same people don't show up every single stream, and so they're gonna miss some stuff, but at least I'm giving them the option, right? Like, I don't know, I'd feel bad if I leveled up and made a bunch of progress and then it's like, all right guys, so last night I did this and that and we're at the final boss now. It was a great playthrough.
I feel like I've been pretty lucky to catch the end of like every game though that you've streamed so far. At least while
you've been around, for sure. I think you have, and it's been
because it's actually my favorite. Like, and this might be like a really hot take, but it's my favorite part of the stream. Like, if it's a story game, like I like the endings the most.
Right? Isn't that makes sense? Yeah, but it's funny in my experience. Like, typically, at least on my stream, it's probably just bad luck, but I'll get to the end of a story game and nobody will show up for the end of the game, which like I said, it's probably bad luck. It's nothing against anybody. I understand. It's not like I'm no pressure. You know what I mean? I don't care. But it's just something
for the end of the game, people.
God damn it. No, it's nothing like that. It's just it's something I've noticed. It's nothing that it doesn't affect me because I'm still beating the game. The VOD's there. I can always edit it into a YouTube video if I were an actual like really good content creator. But we'll get there. We're working up to it, you know, building blocks.
I wonder why that is. Like, I wonder what it is about the end game. Like, I wonder if it's just a coincidence, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I give people
just a coincidence.
I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot, you know what I mean? And that's the way to be, in my opinion. Like, that's you don't want to be pointing the finger, blaming people or whatever. It's not worth it. I mean, I'm here to have fun, you know. So if you're here or you're not, it's okay.
I think it's good, right?
Yeah, Dan in chat says maybe people don't want to get spoiled on whatever game we're playing. That makes sense. That's true. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's another reason it's like, why didn't you show up for the end of the game? Well, it was the end of the game. Like I didn't want to see the end.
I didn't want the end of the game.
Yeah. So
that actually is interesting because there's a streamer that I watched that started playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Mm-hmm. I've never played it yet.
Ever?
And so I'll go. I've never played it.
Oh wow.
Because I never had a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Ever, and they were like PlayStation exclusive, and so I never got to play them. And so I was like, all right, like I'm not gonna watch this stream if they're streaming Kingdom Hearts because I don't want to see the game until I'm ready to see the game.
That's really tough as a viewer, right? It's like I want to support you, like people in my community and your community. It's like they want to support you, but when it comes to certain things like that, it's an unspoken thing, but it's like I definitely get why you wouldn't show up for the end of a game. That's why it's like it doesn't affect me. I get it. There's reasons, and then there's no reasons, and that's perfectly fine too. You know, you don't have to have a reason not to show up to a stream.
100%.
So it's okay, but yeah, definitely interesting.
About you? Like, what games have you been streaming? We kind of went off on a big tangent, but
that's okay. I like tangents. That's kind of that's our thing, Tooth. We go on tangents. I think that's why this works.
100%. So I will say, like, into a little bit of a background before we started this, like, we actually like avoid getting on Discord calls because we'll talk until like, I don't know, like 4 a.m.
Yeah, for you, I probably put. I push you.
Front for good doors, Zubat 5 coming in with this tier 1 sub.
Hey,
for
5
months.
hype. Yeah, woo, yeah.
Zubat 5.
Shout out, hell yeah.
Yell really loud and let her know that I'm excited about that. Zubat 5.
Oh yeah. Sorry, everyone. She's not sleeping early tonight, so I can be loud. I can be loud tonight.
Yeah, it's the weekend time.
Yeah. Anyway,
welcome in.
Hell yeah. So to answer your question,
heard him yell.
Okay, good.
She heard you.
I mean, how could you not? If I've learned, I did 1 year of choir, my senior year of high school, mind you, and so I know a thing or two about projecting my voice. I'm just saying.
My voice, okay.
Dude, okay. Quick aside, tangent. That senior year of choir class, I didn't want to do it, but it was the only elective available, so I did it. And I'm in the back. I'm like a tenor or something. Yeah, I'm tall, so I'm in the back of the crowd. And then toward the end of the year, the holiday show that we put on, our teacher switched things up on us and had us start doing all these like dances and like arm movements with our singing, and I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, I'm already singing, now you want to turn this into a glee club or something, so I have to do all these. So I don't know, somewhere
musical,
somebody's mom has a video of that recital, and I am literally the tallest person in the back, not moving, the only one in the whole choir that's not moving, and everyone else is doing all the great.
You're like, I'm not gonna dance. Like,
I said I'm not doing it, and they were like, well, and I was just like, yeah, sorry, like, and I was never that way, mind you. I was never that way in school. But that really irritated me. I was like, this is choir. This is not some. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
I signed up to sing. Okay, like, let my voice be heard. I don't dance. Okay?
She wanted to give me a solo, and I was like, whoa, hold up.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. This is just an elective. Okay.
I appreciate it, but no. And now here I am in front of a million people live in chat. Hey, everyone. Hi, Mom.
Wishing you would have done that solo to get used to it.
Me.
No.
What am I doing with my hand? I don't know. Anyway. Okay. We're off on a tangent.
What games do you play?
What games do I play? That's a good question, Tooth. Let me answer that real quick. On my stream, I do a very similar thing to you. I stream 3 nights a week. I play a story game for 2 nights, and then I have 1 night dedicated to playing with my best friend in the world, IRL, Fatal Tone. My best friend, he's been streaming too, and he's Apex mainly streamer, and he's just been killing it. He's really ingrained himself in the Apex community, and I'm super proud of him. So yeah, one day a week we're playing multiplayer games, Splitgate, Apex, all sorts of stuff with Fatal Tone. But then the other 2 days, right now we're kind of in between story games, but usually I have 1 story game going 2 nights a week, so like 6 hours of a single story game in a week. So I typically try to stream shorter games. Like we just got done with that game Death's Door, which
that was a sick game.
That was really good, and a really small dev team made it. It was really impressive, and the music was beautiful. But I beat it. I rolled credits, and then I know that there's more content, but it's like that's just so much more time, and there's so many games that I want to stream and have fun with you guys, you know. So it's like I had to move on. But yeah, so then I moved on and I got my new PC, and so we're kind of in a lull right now. But the next game I'm planning on streaming, I'm starting spooky season early. My favorite time of year. My Sherman Cool's favorite time of year for streaming is spooky season, because like there's no fun Christmas games, right? There's not a fun Thanksgiving game for us Americans. There's not a fun Easter game. You know what I mean? But Halloween. The horror theme.
What the fun Easter game is.
Jesus comes back as like red eyes. It's like evil Superman.
I was thinking something like Easter Bunny, like the ultimate Easter Bunny side-scrolling Easter egg hunt.
Okay, that's a lot more wholesome. That's sorry, I went dark. I want Jesus to laser eyes all the non-believers. But yeah, we don't play that game. But yeah, we play any single player games like spooky season starting. I want to play Resident Evil Village. I did play that through once off stream because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and so I played Resident Evil Village off stream, and I'm gonna play it through again on stream. I don't even care. I'm doing it. So, and then after that, I don't know.
Are you gonna go for a speed run?
Hell no. You calling me? I don't have the patience like Power of the Titan does.
That's what he just said. Try and speedrun it.
Yeah, no way. Maybe if you want to coach me, Titan, maybe. But I'm just doing it. I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna try to really get into it. Maybe dim the lights, put on some red lights, and just really try to get like into the spooky mood. Because like I know at Dirty Tooth, you're not a huge fan of scary games, are you?
I've never played any scary games, but
what about horror movies?
Baby. Horror movies, I love horror movies.
Okay.
Like it's my favorite genre, so I would probably like them, but I'm really like jump scary.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just the other day, like somebody walked out of the bathroom while I was walking into the bathroom at work, and I threw my phone into the air.
Did you catch it at least?
I caught it.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
The guy, I scared him.
Well, yeah. He's like, you're throwing shit at me.
He was like, I don't know who was scared more. I was like, me.
Yeah.
100% me.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm interested in horror games, so I want to hear your list for spooky season.
Yeah.
Because Ice Baby, which for all of you that don't know is my lovely fiance, in the other room, she's probably doing like a, really cool dance, something cool. She's doing something cool in there for sure.
Okay.
But she wants me to play some spooky games because I think she's ready for like me falling out of my chair.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
That's what she's looking for.
Yeah, I've always I've just liked the thrill of them. You know what I mean? Like it's not real. You know what I mean? It's not real. Nothing's gonna jump out of the screen at me. This isn't the Ring.
Gonna kill you.
You know, it's just for fun, and I don't hold back. When I get scared, I get scared. But then you got to collect yourself and get back to it. But 100%. No, Zubat5 in chat says you should play Pacify with us, which is a great idea.
Pacify.
Yeah, Pacify. It's on Steam. It's cheap. It's pretty cheap, and it looks. Have you heard of that game, Granny?
Granny, I haven't seen any of it, but I have heard of it.
Okay, it's kind of like a similar.
Confirms that she's 100% here for me falling out of my chair.
Yes,
that's what she says.
Well, you should get some like scare bit redemption things or something for like a loud, that noise that in horror movies. Oh, that'd be a good one.
I actually added a jump scare sound board
in
my channel points recently.
There you go.
And Ice Baby did it the other day, and it actually scared
well,
just not expecting it.
Now imagine you're in a scary game. There's ambient. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
All right.
You're outside of a ranch house. It's dark outside. Dead, dying trees all around you. It's real dark. There's ambient music playing in the background, like a low whistle. And then
oh god, somebody's gonna
What are you doing? I didn't even get to the good part yet. I was gonna say you're going to the door. You're approaching the door, and then I was gonna make a loud noise or something. Oh, did she do?
Baby played the sound alert while I was
yes.
That's not even fair. That's not the way that this is supposed to work.
Good job, Ice Baby.
To be on his team.
Good job. That worked. That worked out great. I didn't even plan that, but we're what a good team.
Bruh, everybody, Zubat's even laughing at me. Carl the Titan. All right, spooky season's canceled for the Dirty Tooth. Okay.
No. But okay, so my list of games that I kind of go back to, it's very short. I haven't had too many spooky seasons on stream, but Pacify is one of them. It's basically like it's you and a group of up to 3 people, I think, or maybe 2 more people. You're on this property. It's like there's different levels. Like one of them's a ranch house, just like Phasmophobia, how there's different levels. One of them's a ranch house, like I was talking about, and there's some deranged like ghost or something weird, some weird entity, but you have to like basically escape the complex, the property, by doing a bunch of puzzles, bringing this over to this, and laying a trap for the monster so that maybe it takes them a second to recover, and then but then it's like you'll turn a corner and there he is, and it's super scary. Definitely jump scary, but it's fun to work together. Right. It's the kind of thing like even if you work together, it's a little tough. So it's mostly for the. That would
be really good.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I would love to play Pacify and some other like group games like Phasmophobia because I've never played those. Yeah. And so those are definitely on the list for me.
Yeah, I know. I played Phasmophobia a couple times last year, but I didn't want to play it solo. And then whenever I played with friends or people, I definitely didn't get it right away. And everybody else had already got it, so they were doing all the things, and I was just kind of. I had my little like I don't know, Geiger counter or whatever like little device you have, and I'm just like walking around checking the temperature everywhere, and that's a thermometer. Okay, yeah, but yeah, and I didn't really get it. It wasn't that fun for me, but I'm 100% down to try it again. And maybe if you and I hop in, like maybe we can both kind of start from ground zero and
I think get so. Like better. We're both kind of there. You know what I mean? Titan said it just had an update too, so he said it's amazing.
Really? Okay.
I also some other stuff because I know there's other games out there. Like I've seen Visage, which seems like a super scary game.
Yeah. I know there's Outlast. Have you heard of Outlast? That's
I don't think so.
It's another one where you're running from a scary monster guy. I've played it a couple times. You have a camera, but otherwise you don't have any way to like fight back. And it's just you kind of you run and hide, and then the thing goes away, and then you kind of try to move on, and then you run and hide, and then and you're trying to solve little puzzles and stuff. They're all pretty similar, it turns out, but same but different.
Same but different. Yeah. Titan says they have 2 new ghost types and new evidence.
Wow. Dang.
So maybe the updates, maybe that'll be good just in time for spooky season.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Outlast. I don't like the spooky games where you can't fight back at all. But I'm not opposed. Like I'm down to try anything and give anything another try. There's also Alan Wake. That's a story-based kind of pretty spooky game. I would highly recommend. I played that on stream last year. Maybe even no, it wasn't early this year. It was I don't know. Time is a blur these days.
Oh man, all the time.
But Alan Wake's
all the time.
A really, really good early Remedy game. Highly recommended. But yeah.
So why are you starting spooky season so early?
Because I love it, man. I love it so much. I just October is a month. A month is 4 weeks, and within 1 week I have 3 streams. So 3 times 4 is 12. That's 12 streams in 1 month, right? On a good month. And that's not enough. It's just not enough to get through all the spookiness. Spooky. Yes. So yeah, I want to start spooky season early, even if we're just starting light with Resident Evil, which is spooky, but it's kind of on a separate plane, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I got some suggestions in chat. The Evil Within. Have you heard of that one?
I have not. Sounds good.
The first one's kind of Resident Evil 4-ish. Very-ish, though. And then there's a sequel to it that's definitely modernized. Alien Isolation. I've heard. It's really good, Dan? I've heard it's pretty good, but
it's Dan throwing in the stuff. He's always playing some crazy indie games. I'm sure he has a list of amazing games to try out.
Yeah, Evil Within was really good, Dan. Like trippy. That game is trippy, and it's the kind of thing that leaves you in the dark until the very end, and then you still have some questions, but it's not in the cliffhanger kind of way. But they definitely expand on things in the sequel. Evil Within 2 was sick. I never played through the whole thing though. Bummer.
It's so my plans for spooky season are a little bit different. Titan says Alien Isolation is great.
Okay.
I plan to do a full week of streams.
Nice. Like every day?
Yeah, every day.
Nice.
But yeah, I plan to do the week of Halloween, just do like 7 streams.
Yeah.
Playing a different spooky game every day.
That's a good idea.
If it makes sense. I want to look at like the kind of idea behind it and see like, you know, if it makes sense to do that, like from a game standpoint, or if I need to like get through the game all the way. So
yeah, I feel like
we'll
there's a lot of horror games that are like, it's not the kind of thing you have to finish necessarily. Like it's kind of more of an experience. Yeah. But then there's like more story-based ones that are definitely like Resident Evil or Evil Within. I highly recommend finishing them through, at least the first one, because I didn't play through all the way of the second one, so I can't really speak to the end of that one. But yeah, something like Outlast or Pacify or I don't know, these other little indie kind of ones. Phasmophobia even, like I don't know if there even is an end to that game.
I think you just keep playing it forever.
Yeah, but either way, super excited about spooky season. But I think that's about it. That kind of wraps it up. I feel like we've been talking for an hour damn near, dude.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we got the introductions out of the way. Hopefully you guys know a little bit more about us, but I think in future episodes we'll do like a brief overview of who we are, you know, what our names are and all that stuff, who we are, and then I don't know, just kind of play it by ear from then on. And again, it is a monthly podcast. We're aiming for basically like the end of the month, each month. The days will change, so follow us on Twitter. Each of our Twitters are just our names if you want to look us up. I know we each have commands if you want to. In my chat, you can put in ! commands, and it'll give you the list of all the commands that are available, and all my socials are in there. But yeah, follow us on Twitter. We'll be updating everything and how the stream or how the podcast is going, and yeah, thanks for everybody for popping in.
Yeah, you guys have been super awesome tonight. We really appreciate like bearing with us for the first episode. Like it's gonna get better and better every single time, and we're gonna cover more and more topics every time. So I think just a little teaser. I think next time we'll probably talk about Halo Infinite, because I'd like to talk about that.
I wanted to as well, but we got to cut it off at some point, and
we have to cut it off. Otherwise, we'll keep going for the whole night, and then everybody will leave and be upset.
But Halo Infinite is out December 8th, so we still have plenty of time. We can talk about it, you know, a couple months consecutively if we wanted to. So it's not super important to get to it today, but next month, you can definitely expect some Halo Infinite talk, and hopefully we'll get some good news between now and then, because let's not get into it.
Titan says he loves it. He'll stay for however long we do it.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna try to like get to the point where we can do content like that. So just so you guys are aware, like this is something that we're trying to do. You know, we're trying to start it.
Neither of us have ever done anything like this before. We've been streaming for a little while, but we've never done anything like this collaboratively and a different form of entertainment than what we do on stream. So thank you everybody for the support and bearing with us and all that. And all things considered, I think tonight went pretty well, Tooth. I think it went great.
It went pretty well. It's been super awesome. We've sort of like known each other, but this is like a good way to like keep it going. You know what I mean? Like learn more and more every time. Yeah.
Learn more about each other and about our communities, and just see what people want to hear from us on a monthly basis. Hopefully we can get it to the point where we're so comfortable, or it's smooth enough where maybe we can do it a little more often. But I think once a month is something that's good to shoot for now. So
yeah, for sure. And there'll be more mustaches and stuff all over the place.
We're
working on all kinds of cool stuff.
Still working on the branding. But
we'll get it.
Yeah, thanks everybody for popping in. You guys rock. Thanks for the support. And again, this has been episode 1 of Mustache Ride, the podcast. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay cool. Yay! Yay!
Hey, you guys are awesome.